Guys, it's Bastian time. Welcome to this episode of Zelda News. I'm your host Bastian. Let's get to that first story. So we see many different kinds of Zelda fan art. Sometimes they're very stylized to look like things like from ancient Greece. Sometimes they're just more accurate depictions of like the concept art. Sometimes they are photorealistic looking 3D renderings. This looks real. This looks legit. It looks like somebody actually stuck a sword in a pedestal, but it's just a 3D render, and of course you'll notice that it's not quite accurate to like the Temple of Time in Ocarina of Time, because it's got wooden doors instead of the Door of Time, and the sword is kind of more like the Twilight Princess Master Sword, but it doesn't really matter. It's kind of cool that it sort of combines a lot of different things, and it just looks absolutely beautiful, so good job to that artist. If you want to look at that image in its full-size glory, there's a link for you down below. Hyrule Historia, as we mentioned in the previous Zelda News episode, has been doing extremely well. However, some very knowledgeable fans pointed out that it looks like they swapped the sage medallions around. Look at Darunia's medallion. It's the wrong one. If you look, you'll see that his medallion is actually the spirit medallion or the shadow medallion. I always get those two mixed up in my head, but that's definitely not his. Yeah, it's pretty interesting that they would make such a glaring error in the Bible of all things Zelda. Wow. Makes you kind of wonder if there are any other weird inaccuracies in there. Speaking of Hyrule Historia, if you were like me and tried to order the collector's edition, and found yourself unable to, and this was really close to when they were available to be ordered, like the third day afterwards, or maybe it was even the second day that it was announced, you might have found out that it wasn't possible to order it because they all had been sold. It looks like maybe this might be why. Maybe not just this particular person, but people like this. This particular guy posted on Craigslist in Seattle that he had purchased 45 copies, and now he's selling them all marked up to quite pricey, dramatic amounts. So yeah, it looks like there were some opportunistic jerks out there who just bought as many copies as they could, only to sell them for all the profit. So that's pretty lame. I'm definitely, even though I'm not too far from Seattle, I'm not going to be buying a copy from him, that's for sure. Our next bit comes from Did You Know Gaming, and it's the fact that apparently the moon in Majora's Mask originally did not have a face. And, I mean, the idea of the moon coming to crash into the planet is terrifying enough, but I guess the face does sort of lend an extra creepy factor, so I guess I approve of them adding a face onto the moon after all. And that's it for this episode of Zelda News. If you didn't already know, I do have a Facebook page that you can like, and that will keep you updated as soon as videos are available for that particular day. It'll appear in your Facebook news feed, and you'll be able to watch it and stuff. So yeah, if you want to like that Facebook page, there's going to be a link for you down below. It's just facebook.com/BastianTime. So anyways, see you guys tomorrow for the second Nintendo News episode. Bye!